Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Canadian Crypt, and I'm very excited about today's review because we're talking about Troma. If you're unfamiliar with Troma, they're a film production company founded by Michael Herz and Lloyd Kaufman back in 1974, putting out films such as Rabid Grannies, Terror Firmer, and Poultrygeist: Night of the Chicken Dead. But out of all the films they put out over the years, I think the most notable one for me, and I feel like most Troma fans out there, is the Toxic Avenger. But before I get into it, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe and click the little bell below to keep up to date with weekly horror content. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, you're awesome, and thank you for sticking with me. So with that being said, let's get into the review. The Toxic Avenger was directed by Lloyd Kaufman and Michael Herz and stars Mark Torgl, Mitch Cohen, Andree Maranada, and R.L Ryan. The film tells the story of Melvin, a socially awkward mop boy at the Tromaville Health Club. Melvin is picked on daily by the club's patrons, and after a prank gone horribly wrong, he ends up throwing himself through a window, landing in a barrel of toxic waste. This causes him to mutate into the monster hero himself, the Toxic Avenger.
Melvin. He must have finally reached puberty.
Now he's out to protect Tromaville from crime and government corruption. Now I just want to give a heads up, this is the kind of movie that sets out to be bad. The gore, the humor, and the acting is way over the top. Troma has a style like no other. The acting is seriously over the top and animated, so if you're looking for an Oscar-winning performance, you're not going to find that here. Most notably, the performances from Bozo and his group of fitness club cretins.
He's stressing me, Julie. He is stressing me.
Oh, Bozo.
I can't take it, Julie. I cannot take it. He is screwing up my karma.
Tormenting Melvin the Mop Boy by day and running over kids with their car by night. The movie is full of colorful characters, like the street gang of Cigarface, Knuckles, and Nipples. Yes, you heard me right. I said nipples. I also thought the special effects were done pretty well, from the design of the monster itself to the extreme gore scenes to the car flips. That's pretty good for an independent film. There are so many memorable scenes, but a couple standout moments for me include the scene where the fitness club bullies run down a kid with their car, but when they realize that the kid isn't dead, they hit reverse and crush the kid's head with their tire. There are a few theories on how they achieved the crushed head effect. A lot of people like to say that it was a watermelon, but it was really a cantaloupe stuffed with fake blood and guts with a wig thrown on top. Another standout scene for me is when the Toxic Avenger uses a weight machine to crush someone's face. I just want to take a moment to point out that this gory movie spawned a children's TV show in the 90s. I mean, just think about that for a second. There's no way they'd be able to pull that off nowadays. The Toxic Avenger may not be for everyone, especially if you're easily offended, but in all fairness, that would go for Troma's entire catalog. It's full of nudity, language, and overall unsavory themes, but as I had mentioned earlier, Troma films are not meant to be taken seriously. Troma is what independent film is all about. Full creative control without the censorship. And at the end of the day, the Toxic Avenger is a cult classic and is one of my personal favorites. So I highly recommend at least giving it one watch. And if you're interested in watching it, I believe you can find it on YouTube in its entirety, as well as Troma's streaming service, Troma Now. What did you think of the Toxic Avenger? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Have you even seen it yet? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for checking out the review. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit it with a like, and be sure to follow me on Instagram at Canadian Crypt, where I let you guys decide on the videos I'm gonna make next. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay scary.